I was down, but I'm always gonna get back up. I'm a range, but I know I'm gonna get that truck. Done losing, I'm about to get that win.
Hey YouTube, it's me Kristianna. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to When in Doubt Pink. Hello. Wow, it's been some time, okay, and I thought we could just jump into things and just chat, okay, and catch up and do a little bit of a thoughts and faves, just to, I don't know, reconnect, okay, because I had to take a break. I really had to take a break, and we're gonna talk about it in a second, but I really want to come back, but I don't want to like dismiss the fact that I was out like 3 months. Like, I've been gone from the channel for 3 months. Let's just get into it. Okay, so before we do, I do want to just like, I don't know, kind of put a warning out there that we're talking about mental health and icky feelings of that nature. So if that is something that triggers you, or you just don't give a fuck, you don't care, okay? It's too early in the video to be cursing. If that's not your jam, go ahead and just skip forward. So when I usually do my thoughts and faves, I usually leave the tea on me for the very last thing that we talk about. But this time I'm actually gonna move it to the front of this conversation because that's really why we're here, the tea on me. So look, I am somebody who has like always dealt with mental health issues, like feeling super depressed, anxiety, stuff like that. And for a long time I thought I was good, you know. I always talk about being a medicated queen because I don't like the weird like stigma stuff around being someone who has to take medication for mental health or whatever, and I was cool, but I felt like I was like kind of in need of a adjustment of sorts, and I asked for it. I advocated for myself and I asked for an adjustment. That was probably not the best thing I could have done. Now I can look at it and say like, ooh, I don't know, because the adjustment was made and it ultimately caused me to crash and burn, crash out. Like, I was crashing out. Work was a lot, life is a lot, family stuff a lot, you know, and all those things combined really took its toll on me and really got to a point where I became not functional. And the first thing to go was the channel. And I really want to apologize too. Like, I want to apologize to the patrons. I, you know, didn't have like a ton of patrons on Patreon, but I had a small handful of people who believe in me enough, enjoy my content enough to want to like follow me and like want to, you know, support me monetarily. And the way that I just like had to like, I honestly, like, when I think about it now, I'm like, oh, that was a little bit dramatic. But I like shut that channel down, shut the Patreon down so fast. Like, I deleted it. Like, I don't even have a creator's account over there no more. That was a little bit like maybe extreme. But that's just like how I was feeling, right? I could not even think straight. I could not, I wasn't even navigating my life very well. To the point where literally my doctor had to take me out of work for 6 weeks. And so I spent a month and a half just home trying to heal myself, trying to figure out what was going on with me. And honestly, like, I'm being so honest and so vulnerable and so upfront. Like, I had a medication change 3 times while I was out. And thank goodness we landed on something that actually feels right for me. But I don't think I could have done that while trying to go to work, trying to be everything to everybody, trying to be here on YouTube. Like, I don't think I could have gone through that while doing this, if that makes sense. So I felt like I wanted to be transparent about this without making it feel like I'm coming here to dump. You know what I mean? Or like, yeah, like trauma dump. I don't want to do that. That's like not what type of time I'm on right now. I feel like I'm in a little bit of a healing journey. I will probably share some of that, aspects of that, just because there are things I'm just like building into my life, going to therapy, going, you know what I mean, seeing my different doctors and things like that. I feel like I have a little team, which is kind of cool. But I was saying the thing about like the Patreon, the patrons and stuff. Like, thank you so much for holding me down, like, and just being there, you know. I think it's really cool that I was able to like have that platform, have people support it, and even have another way to support, like paying my brother to edit my videos. Even though now my brother actually got his first like big boy job and I'm really happy and really proud of him, so he won't be able to do that for me anymore. I have to figure that out because editing is sometimes harder than recording. But regardless, like I said, we're gonna figure the things out, okay? We're gonna figure the things out. And I just want to be clear that I love making videos. I love being on YouTube. I love this platform. But for a while, again, I had just a lot of stuff going on. I don't think I could have said this a couple weeks ago with clarity. It feels like somebody just like turned the light on inside of my head for the better. Like I feel good and thankful for it. So no need to worry, okay? Like I don't want that. We're good over here, but I had to like take care of myself privately. And aside from Patreon, I just want to say thank you to all of you who left random messages on my social medias, checking in on me, and also trying to support my newer ventures, which I guess we could talk about that too, because that's a part of the tea on me, is that I started doing makeup for other people, and I also started a beauty channel, which is something I should have done a long time ago. I have a beauty channel, Pink Glam MUA. Your girly decided she wanted to start doing makeup again, and the other girlies just like came running, and so now I'm doing makeup for other people. You can actually, there's a video over there, my first video over there, just kind of opening up the channel. If you're interested in hearing more about that, you can go check that out. But I really do feel like I was trying to force something over here that just wasn't clicking, because honestly, it's easier to have one channel, right? But when all of your interests don't necessarily make sense on one channel, it can get weird. And I think it was getting weird, if I'm being honest. Even like my series I did in February, the Love and Glam series, like that was a lot of fun for me, but I knew I was forcing it. Like I knew I was forcing it onto people who didn't want to watch that content. And really now I've like deleted it off this channel, and I think I'm gonna repurpose it and reuse it over there. Because I'm doing makeup tutorials, I'm doing beauty reviews, I'm gonna be doing just like all things beauty, makeup, and that sort of thing over there. And I think that's okay. And I think here we'll continue to vlog. I think I do want to continue to do like thrift fashion, sewing, book stuff, because I'm still like in my book era, you know. I'm not reading as much. I'm mostly doing audiobooks right now. That's where I'm at, just because it allows me to do some of my other things, like I like doing my beauty content while I'm listening to audiobooks. That's been my thing lately. And honestly, like through all the depression, my love of makeup is something that never wavered. Like I love makeup. I love doing makeup for other people. It took me a second to remember that, but also that through my hardest days, if I couldn't do nothing else, I was going to beat my face. If I wasn't going to do nothing else, okay? All right, period. Speaking of books, I do want to talk about what I've been listening to lately. I was gonna say reading. I've been listening. I found this book series called The Serpent and the Wings of Night. That's been my thing right now. I am super into it. I go on Reddit and like see what the girlies are saying about this book, about the two books. It's a 2-book series. And also like Reddit though, I recently this is very niche. I go on Reddit, right, to talk to people about the books that I'm consuming, because I don't have anybody in real life to talk to about the books that I'm consuming. And I'm actually I'm past a 300-day streak. Like I've been on Reddit every single day for the last 308 days talking about these books. Yeah. But also I appreciate the communities, the fact that those communities even exist, okay? I don't know where I'd be without them, to be honest. Ooh, and you know what else? Talking about books, I recently discovered a like bookstore, like a romantasy bookstore in Jersey. I discovered it on accident. I was looking for an ATM machine so I could like go back to Philly, and I was walking around and I found this bookstore, and I want to go back there so bad. Like, they were so friendly, so nice. I was asking them about romantasy books that feature Black or like POC like main characters, and they were able to like kind of guide me to a good handful, which was really cool. That they were carrying these books, but also that the books exist. And I really want to go back there at some point. But I did buy some bookmarks. I didn't buy any books that day, but I bought some bookmarks. But also, like I said, I'm like really in my audiobook era right now. Just because I just have a lot of stuff going on. But when things slow down, hopefully I'll get back into solid books. Hopefully. Music. I've been listening to Abysmal Thoughts album by The Drums. If you know, you know. I've already said on this channel, I love The Drums. Love listening to The Drums. I listened to their music like it just came out yesterday, even though a lot of their music is pretty old, or like what is old, but like old. Love Abysmal Thoughts. I was really late to that album because I was listening to their self-titled album, The Drums, and Paramento, but now I'm like really into Abysmal Thoughts. So I've been listening to that. I've been listening to just like individual songs. This girl China, she's like a rapper. I think her name is pronounced China, or China, like I don't know, China. I think she's like British, but her music is very funny to me because she has this accent, but she's very much like a hot girl. Like, I wouldn't put her up there with Sexy Red in the ways that she's like super ooh, like spicy. Like, her tongue is very spicy in the things that she says, but it's also just hilarious because she's British. I don't know, I think it's really funny because she's saying all this stuff, but it sounds really like fancy, but also it's kind of like yeah. TV shows and movies. I've been watching a lot of Chicago Fire. That's my favorite show right now. I'm in season 7 of Chicago Fire, and I think there's like 13 seasons right now, so I'm gonna be sitting there for a while. And I have been, like I said, I'm on season 7. Love the show, although it is getting to that part where I'm like, it's getting harder to watch as some of my favorite characters start to leave for various reasons, whether they die or they just leave the show. But also Dick Wolf, yo, like, I just know, like, that man is swimming in cash, okay? Swimming in cash, because he's the same guy that makes Law and Order. Swimming in cash. I've been watching House Hunters. I like House Hunters. I like HGTV shit, to be honest. And I be sitting up there like I got money. Like, I'm like, I don't really like that backyard. That bathtub is too small. Mind you, in this economy, I'll probably never own a house of my own, but like, it's still fun to pretend. Let's get into Prison Brides, okay? I discovered Prison Brides the other night. I only watched one episode and it pissed me off, okay? Prison Brides is like this show where like the baddest of the baddest like women from all over the world, really. There was a girl from Germany, one girl, I think she looked like she was like Russian or something or whatever. Looked like a Russian model, like bad, okay? All these women are beautiful and they're like getting with I'm not gonna do that. They're getting with these guys from like different parts of Alabama, like just like southern penitentiaries, like federal prisons and stuff. It reminds me of like the shit that people say about like 100-pound life, like when you see that those people can still find love even though they're like 100-pound. Did I say 100-pound? 600-pound life. It's kind of giving that vibe where I'm like, oh my god, like, okay, if this guy can bag a baddie from like Germany somewhere, knowing like he's just like a hood booger, like it's just like where's my man? Where's my man? Where's my man? I've also started watching the Gypsy Rose Lifetime show of like her coming back home and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it or not though, just because I already, like, the gossip blogs and stuff have already kind of spoiled a lot of things about the show, you know what I mean? I'm just not sure if I want to keep watching it. Pop culture, I don't have a lot right now, but this is the day after the orange man decided to do his big one. I guess he thought he was doing his big one overseas, if you know what I'm saying. And I feel like everyone I know is terrified of what that might mean. TikTok is showing that they're giving the troops like lobster and steak dinners. These are very scary times that we're in, but this isn't the stuff that like I think I can mentally take it, if that makes sense, you know. But I know that a lot of people cannot, and I received some calls even today because amongst my like friend group and stuff, I would be one of the more knowledgeable people of like what's going on in the world, and I appreciate that people feel like they can come to me about that stuff, especially when you are feeling scared. Hopefully you have somebody you can talk to, you know. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. It's getting weird out here. It's getting really weird. It's getting scary, and all of it is just feeling really unknown. I turn to people, especially online, like Leisha Miller, I want to say her last name is. I watch people who are much more informed even than me about like world issues to try to keep some sort of grounding, even to just check my own thinking about stuff. Is this what I really think? Is this right, what I think? I watch a lot of different news outlets. But yeah, anyway, it's getting weird, it's getting scary. Take care of yourself on that front. And if you find yourself getting actually scared, maybe go on TikTok, because the girls are very unserious over there about what's going on. Very unserious, especially black folks. Anyway, this is a short video. This is shorter than it would normally be for like a thoughts and feelings, like thoughts and faves kind of video. But I think that's okay. I just really wanted to come show my face, let you know I'm coming back. And I promised myself that I would not post this video until I have at least 2 or 3 other videos to put up behind it. So we'll see. So if you see this, that means there's more to come. If you don't, then I guess I'm sitting here wasting my own time, which is, I guess, weird. Anyway, let's talk. Good, bad, or indifferent. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.